What is going on YouTube? Snoop12922. And today is kind of a public service announcement. For those of you that are looking for game used merchandise and autograph memorabilia, just a bit of warning. I want to warn you guys now that this video is probably going to be a little bit long. You know, probably about 10, maybe 15 minutes. So I'm just letting you know now. But for those of you that are looking for game used merchandise, autograph merchandise, things like that, I just want to show you guys what I came across, and I've had to contact eBay about it, and it's just a warning because they're not taking it down. This is supposed to be a Danny Bankhead game used baseball glove from the Negro Leagues. You can see the ads right there. There's the description. He put on there that this is a vintage Danny Bankhead game used baseball glove. Then Bankhead apparently wrote his own name on the glove. He gives a little description of the type of glove. The previous owner knew Danny Bankhead, stated that Danny used this glove while playing in the Negro Leagues with the Brooklyn Dodgers or in Mexico. Danny was the first black American to pitch in the major leagues, 1947 to 51 with the Dodgers, blah, 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 blah. Yes, all of that part is right. Danny was the first African American to pitch in the major leagues. We got that part. And let me bring it back up here to the pictures. You can see he put several pictures of the glove here. This is just a warning to you guys. Do your research. I went and I grabbed some photos of the glove. Upon my research, I found out this was the style glove that Bankhead used. I went to Google, looked at images. He did use a 3-finger glove with the pinky separated. That was his favorite style of glove. You can see right here, it's supposed to have where Dan Bankhead wrote his name. It's another photo. I took it directly from eBay. It's another one and another one. I want you guys to look at the photo of this glove, especially this one. You can see the glove is well worn, which is fine. You expect it to be a well-worn glove for that era. Let me zoom in. Okay, that's one zoom in, and I'm going to show you where well, let me go to a different spot with the photo. Zoom out. Go to here, and I'm going to zoom in. Right here, you can see it's in a flight glove. They're made in Canada, and right here, along the base where CCM is, I'm going to zoom in one more time, a little bit more. That's why I will pull pictures off of eBay if I'm going to buy anything, especially a game used. And you can see right here, made in Canada, CCM. I searched and searched and searched, could not photo reference Dan Bankhead with any glove with this on the heel part of the glove. That's one thing. Number two, let me zoom all the way out. Number two is right here. This is, guys, this is one of the reasons why I'm going to stress that you have to do your research. I personally pull the photos off of eBay, especially if it's eBay, or if it's an auction house or anywhere. I pull the photos before I buy anything or bid on anything. Let's zoom in and let me show you something. With the regular photo, you may not have been able to see this. Okay, we're going to move this. Now I'm going to start doing some big zooms in. Right here, you'll notice this is correct. That is correct for the year. But let's start looking at where Dan Bankhead supposedly wrote his name. If you notice, and I believe it's showing up in the camera, let me go zoom all the way in. Look at the D. You see where it looks like there was something written right below that? Right here on the A, it's not perfectly aligned up. There, where it supposedly has NNY. Look right here, right above my finger. See that? Now, you could say, well, he just wrote Dan, someone traced over it. I will give you credit for that. But let's look under the B. There is a distinct letter M that's faded out below the B. Here, you can see the C, and what looks like an O or even a D was right here below the K. And, you know, this is one of the things where I'm telling you guys about. Here, you can see something else was below where it says head. It's an obvious fake. A very obvious fake if you zoomed in on it. Well, you know, one of the things was I said, well, he did play for Memphis, so maybe it's Memphis. Okay, that's fine, you know, but right here it doesn't, it in no way says Memphis. Back up here by the Y, you can see where it looks like it was a cursive S or an A right up through there. Huge telltale. It's a fake. This one was on eBay. It did not sell, but you guys can see it's a fake. So the moral of the story is be very, very careful when you get into buying game used things. The reason eBay did not take this down is because in the description, he wrote, there is no COA for the glove, word of mouth. You be the judge. That covered him. Because he is disclosing that there is no COA and that this is just word of mouth. That is why. And you can see here, I did ask questions about the glove, and always ask questions. If you're going to spend your money, always ask questions. You want to know where the glove came from, how they acquired it. You know, ask what game or team were they playing for. Currently, especially if it's a newer player, there are photographers at every game taking photos. It shouldn't be too hard to see that player's using that style of glove. So, guys, do your research. Do not throw your money away on something that if you would have taken a few more minutes out of your time, you wouldn't be buying a fake. I'm glad that I took my time and looked at these photos and did not bid on this. And I tried to get eBay to pull it because it's an obvious fake, and they would not pull it. So you guys really, really have to be careful before buying game used things, or strictly only buy game used things that are certified by one of the big companies. PSA, as everyone knows, does certifications. JSA, James Spence Authenticators, one of the big names to look for autograph authentication. You've got Beckett Authentication, and SGC is now going to authentication and authentication of merchandise. There are lots of auction houses that strictly you can only sell game used or merchandise that has been authenticated by one of the big 4 or 5. Steiner. If you buy it from Steiner, it's real. You know, there are companies out there, ironclad guarantee. But there are a lot of unscrupulous people that are just trying to take your money. Now, if the other telltale thing with this glove that I forgot to mention, Danny Bankhead played in the 40s to about 1951. And when he came into the majors, he played for the Brooklyn Dodgers as the pitcher until 1951. Here's the other telltale thing. And like I said, guys, it's another thing. See this Sharpie marker? Sharpies weren't invented until 1968. So how did he put his name on the glove, from back then when the marker wasn't even invented? Anyway, that's it. Just a warning for everybody. Be careful. Do your research, and ask a lot of questions. Do not be afraid to ask the seller questions. It can save you money, save you heartache, and keep you from buying something fake. This is just one that was so obvious that I decided to do a video on it. And there are lots of others out there. So, guys, be careful with your money. You spend, you go to work to earn it, and you want to buy stuff to enhance your collection. Don't go buying fakes. Anyway, you guys stay blessed. I'll talk to you later. Peace.